What's up guys, Jim Yosef here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to Daily Dose of Transfer Gossip. And today is Wednesday, the 16th of August. And just before we get started today, as always, if you could show support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, make sure to press that subscribe button for daily FIFA content and press the notifications tab next to it to receive alerts about my videos. If you missed yesterday's video, it'll be down below in the description box. And today's question of the day, I actually saw this one on Twitter, but who's the best Premier League striker of all time? So let me know your answers down below in the comment section. But now, let's jump on to confirmed deals. And the very first one is in the Saudi Pro League. And the very first player is Al Shamrani. He joined Al Shabab from Al Hilal on a free transfer. And I'm pretty sure a few FIFAs ago, he had a team of the season card. Next though, we go on to Syriac, and I think back on FIFA 12, he was insane. But he is now joining a team who currently are on FIFA 17 called it Sivasspor in Turkey. That's from KV Oosten in Belgium for £585,000. It might have been FIFA 12 and FIFA 13 because back then you could have an insane Belgian Pro League team. And now we move on to Enrique Treverio going to Racing Club in Argentina from Deportivo Toluca for £1.13 million. Then we move on to Gareth Barry going to West Bromwich Albion from Everton. I think it might be a free transfer, but it does say undisclosed, and it's an initial 1-year deal. Depending how the season goes, potentially it could be his last year because he's like 36 now. And the final confirmed one today is going to Tom Lawrence going to Derby County in the Championship from Leicester City for a fee of £7 million. And last season he was playing in the Championship on loan from Leicester to Ipswich Town. Now we move on to potential deals. The very first player could be a confirmed deal today as Joselu to Newcastle United. So pretty much every single source now saying Spanish striker Joselu has completed a medical at Newcastle and agreed personal terms. And the rumoured fee yesterday from Stoke City is in the region of £5 million. Next up, move on to Shea Ojo, a Liverpool youngster today. According to Liverpool Echo, he's set to join Fulham on a season-long loan deal, and before that was linked to Newcastle and Middlesbrough. And hopefully at Fulham he gets a lot of game time this season and starts proving what he can do. And of what I've seen of him playing for Liverpool's first team as well as the reserve team, and also on top of that, the England under-20 team, this guy has got so much potential. And now we've got news of a second bid from Burnley for Sam Clucas from Hull City. So apparently, according to Sky today, Hull City have turned down a bid of £10 million for Sam Clucas, again from Burnley. That second bid is double what they offered in the first place, being £5 million, so potentially a couple more mil on top of that, it could get the deal done. Next I move on to Max Gradel, and according to Sky Sports again today, Toulouse in France is set to sign him on a season-long loan deal from Bournemouth. Now I'm pretty sure in the 15-16 season, so 2 seasons ago, he actually done his ACL and that kept him out for the whole season, but last year, I think he was fully fit, but he only played a total of 300 minutes, so obviously that's why he's going out on loan. Next up we go on to Jeffrey Kondogbia, and this article does say Liverpool and Tottenham target, but he hasn't been linked to us for about 2 years. But anyway, Premium Sport today are saying Liverpool and Tottenham target Kondogbia is being forced to train on his own at Inter Milan after the French midfielder fell out with the Italian club. There were reports a couple weeks ago saying potentially he could be looking for a new transfer, and that came out just after he scored that ridiculous own goal against Chelsea in pre-season. Again, I mentioned it last time, but if you haven't seen that yet, honestly search Kondogbia own goal versus Chelsea and you won't be disappointed. And next up, according to Marca in Spain, Monaco have joined Southampton in the race for the 23-year-old Atletico Madrid striker Luciano Vietto. I think last season was playing for Sevilla possibly. By the way, in regards to Monaco, they could be looking for a new striker because Mbappe could be going to PSG. Now at the very start of the window, I was thinking either Mbappe, he'd go to Real Madrid or stay at AS Monaco. But now, after seeing all these reports and whatnot, I think PSG could honestly happen. And that is despite them already breaking the world record to bring in Neymar from Barca. But if they do manage to have Mbappe and Neymar in one transfer window, that would be absolutely unreal. And now we've got a striker who back on FIFA 14 was very overpowered. Now it's Eder, currently playing for Lille. And he also scored the winning goal for Portugal in the Euro 2016 final. But back onto the rumour itself, Olympiacos, CSKA Moscow, Girona, Brighton and Birmingham have all made inquiries for the striker. And another Portuguese player today in the newspapers is going to Cedric from Southampton. So according to the Telegraph today, Chelsea have turned their attention to Southampton defender Cedric as they attempt to sign at least 3 more players before the transfer window closes. And that rumour from yesterday saying that Chelsea could be spending 130 mil before deadline day, it could be true. And in fact, very quickly keeping on the theme of Chelsea, according to Goal.com today, midfielder Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain wants £150,000 per week to join Chelsea from Arsenal. And now a very short one according to Sky Sports News today, Stoke City have inquired about signing Tottenham striker Vincent Janssen. He only joined Spurs 1 year ago, but to be fair, hasn't really worked out for him whatsoever so far, so potentially they may end up selling him. Now move on to Serge Aurier, linked to Spurs today for the second day in a row. So according to L'Equipe, Serge Aurier has agreed personal terms with Tottenham, Juventus and Inter Milan as he looks to leave PSG, and Chelsea have also inquired. Tottenham are still favourites to get him, Manchester United are also interested, but there seems to be some complications. Something to consider about a potential Juventus deal, by the way, is that right now they don't have room for another non-EU player. So instead they made the following inquiry to purchase Aurier now before loaning him out until January, which the player himself isn't actually interested in. And Inter Milan were trying to include João Mario in the deal, but PSG, they didn't want that. And selling Serge Aurier is actually a top priority for PSG right now, and the fee they want for him is 25 million euros. And now a very short update regarding Davinson Sanchez and potential move to Tottenham. So according to Independent today, the player has now informed Ajax he wants to join Tottenham this summer. There were reports yesterday saying the reason he wasn't included in the Ajax squad the other day for a league match was because he refused to get on the team bus. And the fee seems to be in the region of 27 mil to 36 mil. But Ajax do want to keep hold of him and are trying to offer him a new contract. Next up, we move on to Ivan Perisic. According to Sky Italia today, Inter are confident Man United target Perisic will sign a new deal in the next few days. However, if another team come back in for him for a fee of £48 million, he'll most likely be leaving. And next up, according to Diario Gol, Alvaro Morata has advised former Real Madrid teammates against leaving the club and suggests the grass isn't greener. Now I'm going to assume he's not talking about the Chelsea move because to be fair, he's been like 2 or 3 weeks and on his debut, he got a goal and assist. Or his Premier League debut, should I say. But either way, Morata, I think will do fine at Chelsea, so it's probably a pointless article. Next up, we move on to Nikola Kalinic today, and according to various different sources, Milan are getting close to a deal for the Fiorentina striker, and they're still after Aubameyang from Dortmund. That'll be their second main striker they've signed so far this summer, and if they bring on Aubameyang as well, that'd be absolutely nuts. And in fact, what I saw on Twitter, there's a video going about Aubameyang doing an Instagram live, and in the comments someone asked about AC Milan, and he mentioned he wants to go to them. And now another update regarding Mahrez and potential move to Roma. So yesterday or last night, apparently it's a deadline, the Roma set for the last bid. And a lot of different sources are also saying that Mahrez's agent was trying to convince Roma to up their bid to £40 million including add-ons. But just short of 9 PM last night, France Football said, breaking news, AS Roma raised their offer for Mahrez to €38 million. And it does still seem that Leicester and Roma are still some way apart in valuation. And next up, according to Damasio, Serie A side Juventus are hoping to reach an agreement over personal terms with PSG central midfielder Matuidi by Friday. PSG have quoted a price of €25 million for the player, with Juve hoping to work that down in the coming days. Juventus are close to an agreement with Matuidi concerning a 3-year contract for between €3.5 million and €4 million a year. And now according to a source in Spain today called La Voz de Galicia, I've definitely said that one wrong, but apparently Deportivo La Coruña have been working on a deal with Atletico Madrid for Chelsea striker Diego Costa. Now just a couple of days ago, Chelsea actually fined Diego Costa for not turning up for pre-season training, and they wanted to return now to try and get back in contention. But Conte made it clear to Diego Costa he doesn't want him this season and wants him to find a new team. He wants to go back to Atletico, but they've got a current transfer ban. Apparently Deportivo, they'll bring him in until January, then he'll go to Atletico. It'll most likely be one of two things. The very first option is that Atletico Madrid buy him, then loan him to Deportivo until January, then return back to Atletico, or go straight to Deportivo, then Atletico buy him in January from Chelsea. But imagine the first option is what will happen. Now, we go on to Gylfi Sigurdsson. According to BBC Sport today, Everton have agreed a £45 million deal to sign Swansea attacking midfielder Gylfi Sigurdsson. This one has definitely dragged on for the whole summer. They finally got it done, and Swansea now have got a lot of money to spend to try and replace him. And next up, according to Daily Telegraph, Man City is set to make a £60 million offer for Arsenal's Alexis Sanchez. City are prepared to offer Sanchez a contract worth around £400,000 a week, including bonuses and image rights. But the Daily Mirror has said that Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger says the club will resist any bids for Alexis Sanchez and Oxlade-Chamberlain and expects them to honour the final years of their contracts. And now finally we've got some more news regarding Dembele and a potential move to Barca. So Dembele has returned to Borussia Dortmund training on Tuesday, albeit to train his own, whilst he is banished from speaking to the rest of the squad and currently being banned. And speaking to Kicker in Germany, the Dortmund CEO has said, the time horizon is enough for 2 games, meaning Barca have around 2 weeks to make a deal or a move for Dembele. As Dortmund are on the stock market, the club has already confirmed they turned down Barca's first offer for him, whilst Borussia Dortmund ideally won €120 million plus a further 30 mil in future incentives. Now, I'm not too convinced by a 2-week deadline part because, to be honest, there's only around 2 weeks left of the transfer market anyway. And like I mentioned, if Barca want him, they've got to pay a total of 150 million euros. But that is going to be the final one for today's video. So as always, if you enjoyed it, show your support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, make sure to press that subscribe button for daily FIFA content and press notifications tab next to it to receive alerts about my videos. If you missed yesterday's video, it'll be down below in the description box. And today's question of the day, who is the best Premier League striker of all time? So let me know your answers down below in the comment section. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.